Yes?
My name is James Johnson.
Oh, yes.
How are you?
All right. Freddie Van Barthel told me about you.
Is this a good time to call, or...
No, that's all right.
This is okay?
Yeah, what are we going to do here?
I was fascinated in your participation in the VDisc program.
In the which program?
VDisc? When you, you played with the Dorseys in the combined band.
Oh, that one you mean. Oh, that's, yeah.
And also, I know you had done some work just with Jimmy Dorsey there.
Yeah. No, two bands together.
Yes, I was wondering if you could tell me about that, how that happened and was set up.
I hate to say this, but I had no idea of what was up. We just told them we were going to do a session with the two bands together. And that's what we did. We had the let me think of it. The two drums, Rich and I, were more or less up in the back, and then we came down into the basses, and then to the guitars, and to the pianos, and then to the reeds and the brass, and then the reeds, more or less, you know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they put some on the side, but the brass up on the back where we were, more or less, you know. But that's the way they did it, and as I say, we had no information on it. We were doing the VDisc, that's all we knew, you know.
They didn't tell you anything about the program ahead of time?
No, in a sense, we just like we're going to do a record date, you know. And then George Simon came in.
Well, fellas, we have two bands making this V-disc for you. One of them is led by the former boss of my present boss, a fella named Tom Dorsey.
Yeah, that's right. But tell me, who's this other character leading this other band?
Don't know.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm your brother Jimmy.
Oh.
Remember? We used to play in the same band when we were kids.
Yeah, I remember you, but say, James, who's this guy who introduced us? Says he works for a guy that used to work for me. I don't dig him. Who's that?
Thomas. His name is Bill Goodwin.
Thank you very much.
Yes. You ever hear of him?
Oh, fellas,
Who?
now, it ain't Harry Vodzell.
Well, who's
Hey,
this guy? Who's this guy you're working for?
The singer you
yeah.
he's, you remember Slender fella, Tom, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Bow
yeah,
ties,
bow
the
tie,
meager
yeah.
beaver, we call him.
Oh, yeah. Senator or something like that is his name, isn't it?
Frank Senator?
Frank Senator, sure.
Yeah, Frank
That's good
Sinatra.
enough. Let it lay there.
Well, fellas, how about cutting out the talk and make a little music here for the boys, huh?
Well, it's solid with me. What do
It
you say,
is
lad?
Solid with me, T. Let's go.
And he was reviewing the band, and he said he just heard the two loudest drummers in the world, Rich and me. When it got to me, it was awesome, actually, that whole mob there, you know, all these heavy guys, you know. And I was figuring I would take it and play it cool because I knew Rich was going to kill me anyway. So I just did, like, you know, Raymond Kinley style, like, you know, zip, bop, boom, bop, doop, da, and you heard the disc, right?
Yes.
And the last part there, like, he really killed me. I mean, he doubled up everything. Yeah, he was unbelievable.
I was wondering, because this was like the first time brothers had met.
Well, no, we were, what should I say, friendly for quite a while because we were making the movies at MGM, you know, in Hollywood, and Tommy was there, me and Rich, you know, we were naturally together, you know, talking with the wife. I mean, friends, if you want to call it that.
Yes.
Huh?
But Jimmy and Tommy hadn't played together in a long time.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
And then you guys, well, the drummers seemed like they had pretty tight association with each other.
Well, nobody gets a tight association with Rich, or very few. I was strange. He was a strange fellow, you know, like you had up and down days when he would be very caustic, and other days he'd be okay, you know. He's a strange fellow. But I know, like when I joined Goodman in 39, 38, rather, I was the year when I joined him in November. And he was with Artie Shaw at that time. So then we both, you know, Shaw and Goodman and so forth and so on, and we were running parallel to one another, you know. But he was all right. I mean, he was great, and he knew it, you know.
But he wasn't really kind of a team player.
What?
He wasn't a team player.
No.
He was always the soloist.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, oh, he had a couple of guys that were really with him all the time. You know what I mean? But like I wasn't that close to him. You know, I mean, we were friends for as I say, from the Goodman days, 38 on, until I left the band at 45.
But you played a spectacular piece on one called Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
Yeah. Those are the really early ones. That's before not before I joined the band. When I first joined the band, I mean, don't forget the war was on, and we had a lot of turnovers, you know. Which made it quite difficult, you know, because like somebody would get real sick, and then something would go wrong, and then they'd be in the army, you know, one of those things. So, like I say, I mean, Rich was. Well, he was in the Marines there for a while. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he was in the Marines for a while. And he had trouble there, so he got out. So he was always doing something like that.
Now I understand in 1942 is when Petrillo called the strike.
That's an unfortunate deal for Jimmy.
Yes.
Because we never had, to my mind, I mean, a real jazz band in that sense. You know what I'm saying? We were a dance band. And when we made the band, when Jimmy made the band bigger, we had 9 brass, and 5 trumpets and 4 trombones, and with Jimmy 6 saxophones and 4 rhythm. So like we never got to be on records because Petrillo called the strike at that time, and we couldn't record anymore except for motion pictures. So like that's why we never got on wax as far as the bands go. I mean the regular recordings go. But that was an unfortunate deal. I think it was out for about 2 years just. But I left the band at 45, so it was they went on. They had a good time, but the business was not like after the war, not like it was before.
So it changed it from that was kind of almost the death of the big band.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, as far as all the big bands go, I mean, a lot of them closed and folded up or whatever you want to call it. But like Harry's kept going, James and Jimmy kept going, and then it dwindled down more and more, until we got into just a few what we call ghost bands. When the leaders died, then somebody else took the book over and kept the band going,
Yes.
Like the Tommy Dorsey band. Well, Jimmy kept going for a while, but and the Glenn Miller band, the same thing. I mean, I think Larry O'Brien, I think he's still on it, I'm not sure. That's but there wasn't, the whole spark was gone because rock and roll came in and Dizzy came in, and that sort of ended the dance period because you couldn't dance to Dizzy's music,
Yes.
I mean, that was getting into pure jazz or whatever you want to call it, And then the doo-wops came in, and then it went downhill fast. It only lasted 10 years, really.